Well, hello everybody. This is Friday the 5th of June. I wish it was June, but it's actually January. The 5th of January, 2024. And I want to just share some more thoughts with you on how you can make this the best year of your life. And not only that, if you'll follow what I'm going to share with you, you can make this the best day of your life, the best month of your life. You can make it just your best life. How do I know that? How do I know that? How am I assured? Simply this. It comes from the Word of God. Not only from the Word of God, but it comes from those who lived and experienced what I'm sharing with you. Now, doesn't it make sense to you to follow the wisdom that has given blessings of a great life for other people and to incorporate it into your life? There's lots of things out there to detract you, to deceive you. And I'll just share it again. I'll probably share it often for this year, just like I did last year. I'm here for one purpose: to share the truth of God. Because the truth of God makes a difference. Let's start right off with the book of Psalms. Why is Psalms so important to me, and it should be to you? Because it is the testimony of a man, several men in actuality, and their relationship with God and how they were blessed. Now, let's start off. This is Psalm 1. We're only going to read a few verses, then we're going to flip over to Proverbs chapter 3 and a few verses from there. It says right off the bat, how blessed is the man or the woman or the young person who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, nor stand in the path of sinners. That's simple understanding. If you're a parent, you understand that. You might not have said it in that way, but it's like, if you hang out with those people, you're going to get in trouble. If you hang out with those people, other people, you're going to have a blessed life. You'll have a good life. So we can pick up on that pretty quickly, right? But his delight is in the law of the Lord. And in his law, he meditates day and night. In other words, understand what God has for us. Now, people get all upset when you say the law of the Lord. The law of the Lord is basically his teaching. Yes, there are the 10 commandments. There's other commandments. But those are for only one purpose, our benefit. Read it again. His delight is in the law of the Lord, and he meditates day and night upon those things. In other words, you study them, you take them, and you make them your own. He, and I'm going to change that, you will be like a tree firmly planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither, and in whatever you do, you prosper. Now, who wouldn't want a life like that? In other words, you have planted yourself firmly in the law of God, studying the law of God, praying, serving God, learning about God, doing the things that God would have you to do. You're planted by streams of water. Now, I'm down at the lake, and you guys have seen this throughout this year. It's way down. It's way down, but there's still fish that are in there, and they're alive. If you've got a stream of water that's pouring out upon the roots of a tree or vegetables or fruits, whatever, it's going to grow. That's one of the things I saw and what really impressed me in Israel. Most of their fruit crops and many of their other crops, vegetable crops, they use a drip system. So there is a constant flow of water. If you want to call it a stream, call it a stream, but there's a constant drip of water onto the roots, and they don't wither, but they produce fruit. Isn't that what you want in your life? You want to be planted where that constant flow from God is filling your life, and whatever you do, you're blessed with it. Your family's blessed with it. The people you work for are blessed with it. In fact, I'll just say this. I have a friend of mine. She is so valuable to her company because of the practical experience. She was sharing with her parents the other day that company has grown because of her experience. As a result, they will pay her sometimes a bonus that is sometimes 2 and even 3 times more than her annual salary. And it's a good salary, I'll put it that way. In whatever you do, you can prosper. It doesn't mean you're necessarily going to get rich, but it just simply means that you're going to have a good life. You're going to have a good life. It's going to be a good life for your family. You'll see your family prosper. You'll see your kids maybe getting into the college that they wanted to go into, and you've got the finances, or they get the scholarships. That's a part of prospering. Now, let's move over to Proverbs chapter 3. I can get there. And let's look at this. The highlight of this is called the rewards of wisdom. What I was just sharing with you in those verses from Psalm 1, what else would you call it but wisdom? The wisdom of David. Who taught that to his son Solomon? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Some of David's other sons were jerks. They didn't listen to their dad, and they messed up big time. That's a testimony also. Now, let's look at Proverbs chapter 3. Again, we start off. My son, my daughter, my children, do not forget my teaching. Do not forget these teachings, but let your heart keep my commandments. In other words, this is the Father passing it on to the children, and also his commandments, which he has received from God, which he has learned, probably some from his dad and mother, and passing it on. If you've got good things to pass it on, why wouldn't you do that? Look around you and consider what is going on in the world today. When you look at America, when you look at all the craziness that's going on, the crazies, are they demonstrating wisdom and knowledge and following commandments or the law? I don't think so. Now, my children, do not forget my teaching. but let your heart keep my commandments. For length of days and years of life and peace they will add to you. If we wanted to stop, we could stop right there. And I think I will. Length of days, years of life, and peace they will add to you. Excuse me. So I'm going to just say, Lord, bring on. Excuse me. Bring on the strength of your days, the strength of adding to the life of every person that is listening to this. Will you add your peace to them day by day as they study your law, as they come to you and they pray? Answer them in Jesus'